Let me shift to the question of border security. Metrics of border security are sometimes interesting because at times public officials point to an increase in apprehension as demonstration that border security is working well. At other times it seems officials point to a decrease in border apprehensions as evidence that border security is working well. And I guess I'm always a little skeptical of a statistic that, regardless of what it demonstrates, proves the end being put forth. Let me just ask an initial question. Have apprehensions increased or decreased?
From when to when?
From, say, this year to from last year to this year.
Overall, apprehensions have stayed the same, except with respect to the southern Rio Grande Valley, where we have had an increase, primarily in illegal immigrants from Central America, not from Mexico. And I can give you kind of chapter and verse on all that's being done there, but it's basically stayed the same in all the sectors except for that one geographic area.
Well, I guess I'm a little puzzled because earlier this month you told reporters in Houston, and I believe this is a quote, "I can tell you, having worked that border for 20 years, it is more secure now than it has ever been. Illegal apprehensions are at 40-year lows."
That is true.
I mean, and so I want to understand it. It goes back to the point I said that sometimes saying apprehensions are down is signs of success. At other times, the argument seems to be apprehensions are up. And which is accurately describing what's happening at the border?
Well, both are accurate. If you look at the border, San Diego to Brownsville, apprehensions are at 40-year lows. The key thing is to sustain that. We know that we are currently having...
Madam Secretary, if I can ask you, you just said a minute ago they were higher this year than last year, so I'm trying to understand how it can be a low and a high at the same time.
One is referring to border-wide, one is referring just to the southern Rio Grande sector. And in that sector, apprehensions are higher now. We know the traffic is higher now. Actions are being taken to turn that traffic back.
So your testimony is border-wide apprehensions are down. Is that right? I'm trying to understand.
I think what I just said, Senator, is it's about level with last year, except with respect to South Texas.